So I often get asked a question about lilacs on a regular basis. Some people plant lilacs as hedges and they make cracking hedges, but one thing they do is they clip them at the wrong time of the year. Now, lilacs always flower on last year's wood. So many gardens I've been to in the past have been cutting them at the wrong time of the year. They've been cutting them later in the year once they think it's safe to do so, after the birds have gone, which is what technically you should be doing. But it's no good with lilacs because you'll then lose the flower. And when we moved up to Grassy Bottom, this lilac, well, not that lilac, hang on a minute, let me just pan you around, just want to show you that. This lilac was hidden in the hedge and it was just cut all the time with the hedge itself. Now tonight I've just topped off some of these bits and bobs on the hedge. It's looking a bit wild, as we can see here, and I wanted this to become more obvious to the onlooker, so what I've done is I've clipped it back. But I thought we'll just explain why we don't get these flowers if we do it at the wrong time of the year. So as I've just said, if you clip it at the wrong time of the year, you will end up with no flowers whatsoever. And I used to live across a lane from a lilac hedge, and it never ever flowered until I took over it. And then within a year it was flowering because I was just clipping it at the right time of the year, really. Now this will be the first time since I got here that this one's, we've been here, this is our third year. So it'll be the first time that it's really properly flowered for us. And if you look close, you can actually see the flowers forming. And this one's going to be a purple one. I quite like the purple one. And they're very heavily scented lilacs. And it's just standing out a mile now. It's going to look absolutely beautiful. And when you're in the garden walking past it, you should get this lovely scent. Now I've got another lilac further down as well. Further down the garden, there's another one. And it had the same problem. It was just cut with the hedge, so it was never ever going to flower again. So if you are going to have a lilac, either as a shrub or a hedge, then just remember, the best time, as with most plants or shrubs, is to cut them once they're flowered. That way you're going to get next year's flowers again. If you've got a hedge, you will have to accept that it's going to look a little bit unkempt, the hedge itself, if it's solidly a lilac hedge, whereas this one is hawthorn and lots of other different species within it, but predominantly hawthorn, then this isn't too bad. But if this was predominantly lilac, I'd have a bit of a problem, because it would need to look unkempt. Now, if you don't like unkempt hedges, you don't like straggly hedges, then I wouldn't bother putting a lilac hedge in, even though they're absolutely fantastic. It will just drive you bonkers if you really are a tidy gardener. It's not the hedge for you, because it'll never produce those flowers, which is the whole point in growing a lilac. So this year, that's going to look absolutely fantastic. Just thought I'd do a quick YouTube on that, just to show you and to explain why. So as soon as that's flowered, it'll start flowering within the next month. Within the next month and a half, 2 months, I will be clipping it back to where I want it. But actually, I'm leaving this one to grow even taller. I want it to get at least another 5 to 6 foot taller than that. And then it really will stand out from the crowd. So just before I go, garden's looking nice. It's that time of night when we get into we're at the golden hour already, to be honest. It's already gone. And it's looking really, really nice. So I just thought I'd come out, do that. Sorry if I'm waffling now. But there you go. There's the other lilac. And that's looking cracking as well. I've yet to trim the other side of it up. We shall attempt that tomorrow. Looking nice. Okay. Talk to you later. Ta-ra.